Lately, it's been kind of difficult trying to write scripts for my videos and speak in front of the mic. Originally, I was supposed to have a haiku video ready last month and a few ideas planned after, but I can't seem to find words that match what I want to say and express. The thoughts are there, but I feel like I can't find a way to connect them all to make sense and fail to elaborate on what I really want to say. I feel like it's not enough. There's a better way to start, organize, or present the video. Everything becomes overly thought about of how someone watching this video would negatively say about how my voice sounds like, how I word what I say, and the possible negative thoughts just keep clouding my mind. Nothing feels natural, and it keeps driving me from wanting to do it. It overlaps my want of voicing myself, and as time passes, it becomes more difficult to do it. And I guess it can be considered an excuse of prolonging the videos to the point where I don't know if I'm trying my best or how it's the way I want to do it, and I just become lost. And I may have said this in my previous video, but it's always been a wall that prevented me from trying new things that I wanted to do. Because I overthink of the possible problems and responsibility that I could get myself into revolving around these things, and how it could result in being in a pathetic and discomforting state. But really, I think it only restricted me from the other positive aspects that could have came from it and lowered my self-esteem even more, suppressing the genuine feeling of self-happiness and distracting me to do something else. And I know this might sound corny, and I might have said this in one of my past videos, but something that I used to do was always wear a sweater wherever I went and always had long hair to block my eyes. It didn't matter if I couldn't see well from time to time or when it got drastically hot in the summer. It's not like I didn't care for how uncomfortable I felt at the time. Something else just overlapped it and changed my sense of priority. I cared more about hiding my appearance than how I felt at the time. And it became a normal thing to look like this. And over time, it just became a part of who I am. It felt weird to cut my hair or wear something different because I felt like people would look at me weird and find it odd that I looked different than usual. I would think of the possible comments I would get and the questions they would ask, and a stuttering response that I would end up saying. Every movement I made felt like someone was watching. I used to feel weird when having to turn around from walking forward if I forgot something or went the wrong way, because it felt strange to me when someone who's standing or sitting in the area that I've already passed to see me twice, or someone walking behind me see that I randomly turned back, making me think if that person is questioning in their mind of what I'm doing and why I would change my mind. And it was just something that I was self-conscious about. Even though I've been taught to not care about what others think and told myself it too many times, for some reason, I still cared and cared too much, always thinking about the things people might negatively say about me, hearing other people laugh and feel like they are laughing directly at me, and always comparing myself to others. And maybe that was why I became so insecure about everything I do around people, even with the things that I post in the virtual world, to the point where sometimes I just want to delete everything. I know my problems, my insecurities, but yet I choose not to fix it because I don't know how to change it. Or perhaps I know that it will have to evolve another person to an extent, and it scares me from being put into that position of expressing how pathetic I am. So I try to take it on, by expressing it through the virtual world was something that showed me that there's more to life than hating yourself. Even if I suck at it and can't say it all instinctively and act more natural and humane, at least maybe at some point I can if I keep continuing as I keep talking and become more comfortable with it. Talking in front of the mic still feels weird, and I still have trouble trying to talk normally, but it makes it a little easier to understand myself and kinda lets me talk in public, but without making eye contact and saying what I want to say without taking time from another person. And if the person finds the video to be boring, they can leave. As I go through the audio and listen to myself repetitively, it makes me listen to my voice closely and allows me to get used to listening to my recordings of how I say things and the millions of mistakes that happen when it feels weird and makes me cringe to listen to my own voice and the corny things I say. This is my own way of confronting myself to obtain what a small percentage of me truly wants, without the self-made inner thoughts that come from watching and learning from what outside influences have experienced. I really have to stop being consumed by those thoughts, or nothing will change. And that's all I really gotta say. If you stuck to the end of this selfish video, thank you for listening.